Noise is a part of our daily life, from neighbors and cars to trains and pets. When it comes to daily exposure to excessive noise levels, however, there can be major consequences. Even if you think you've become used to the din of your noisy surroundings, it is still critical to understand how noise affects you physically and emotionally, as well as how to protect yourself from noise pollution. Excessive noise has health consequences, such as changes in blood pressure, heart rate, sleeping patterns, hearing, attention, ability to heal after an illness or accident, and general mood. Noise pollution has been linked to high blood pressure, heart disease, tinnitus, and immune system changes, and birth abnormalities in children. Moreover, children who were raised in noisy environments, according to studies, even have a harder time with schoolwork than their peers. For all the parents watching, you ought to know which cities are the loudest in America. But before we begin, be sure to hit the like button to help us out. Now here are 10 of the noisiest cities in America. Number 10. Jacksonville, Florida. As of 2020, Jacksonville is Florida's most populous city and is also the largest city by area in the contiguous United States. It is the county seat of Duval County, which merged with the city administration in 1968. Consolidation gave Jacksonville its enormous size and brought the majority of the city's metropolitan population within its borders. Jacksonville has a population of approximately 950,000 people as of 2020, making it the 12th most populated city in the United States. The entire Jacksonville metropolitan area is Florida's fourth largest metropolitan area, with a population of over 1,600,000 according to a 2010 census. With size comes noise, and subsequently the city unfortunately suffers from severe noise pollution. In 2011, the city of Jacksonville changed its code to specify measurement standards and set limits for amplified sound, such as music levels. The town of North Topsail Beach changed its ordinance, and Swansboro is also in the process of doing so. Sound level meters are used in municipalities with measuring standards to detect whether music or other noise is excessively loud or disruptive. The city of Jacksonville has imposed limits on the use of sound amplification equipment, such as stereo systems and music amplifiers, unless a permission is required. Such equipment cannot be operated over 70 decibels between 9 a.m. and 10 p.m., or above 60 decibels between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m. in a residential area, as measured from the property line of the next occupied property. Number 9. Houston, Texas. Houston is a huge city in Texas that stretches all the way to Galveston Bay. It is linked to the Space Center Houston, NASA's astronaut training and flight control complex's Seaside Tourist Center. The Theater District, which houses the famed Houston Grand Opera, and the Historic District, which features 19th century architecture and upmarket eateries, make up the city's relatively compact downtown. Because the city is so compact and lively, high noise pollution is an issue. In residential zones, sound cannot exceed 65 decibels during the day and 58 decibels at night, according to the Houston Sound Ordinance. Anything above this level necessitates a permission, which comes with its own set of restrictions. Noise ordinances can target a specific infraction, such as blasting loud music from a vehicle, and if an officer hears it, then there will be a problem. Some of you may be aware of areas that do not have noise regulations. If that's the case, do let us know below. Number 8. Miami, Florida. Alright, we're not trying to pick on Florida in this video, but we just couldn't leave the party city of Miami out of our list. Miami, formerly known as the City of Miami, is a coastal metropolis in southern Florida, United States, located in Miami-Dade County. It's the 44th largest city in the United States and the center of the country's 8th largest metropolitan area, with a population of around 440,000 as of 2020. The people of Miami often enjoy loud music and parties, so local authorities have had to implement certain measures in order to mitigate noise. Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m., Florida noise control rules prohibit music that may be heard from 50 feet away, and according to local law, any person who makes, continues to make, or causes to be made or continued any unreasonably loud, excessive, unnecessary, or unusual noise is prohibited. Any person who violates any of the provisions, states are fined $500 or a period of imprisonment in the county jail. Number 7. San Francisco, California. San Francisco, the cultural, commercial, and financial capital of California, is located in the northern part of, well, California. The city is the 17th most populated city in the entire country and the 4th most populous in the state, housing over 870,000 residents as of 2020. It is the 2nd most densely populated large U.S. city and the 5th most densely populated U.S. county, behind only 4 of the 5 New York City boroughs. It covers an area of about 47 square miles, mostly at the north end of the San Francisco Peninsula in the San Francisco Bay Area. San Francisco is the United States' 12th largest metropolitan statistical area, with 4.7 million persons, and the 4th largest in terms of economic output, having had a GDP of almost $600 billion in 2019. Like most on the list, the city's huge size correlates with the amount of noise pollution it produces. Between the hours of 10 p.m. and 7 a.m., loud noise is forbidden inside all residential homes, and during these hours, any sound over 45 decibels will be considered excessive and in violation of the regulation. Just to put this into perspective, a mere whisper is roughly 40 decibels, while regular conversation is around 60 decibels, according to the OSHA, which is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration. If the tenant above you is practicing their guitar at 1 a.m., they are undoubtedly breaking the San Francisco noise regulation. Number 6. Atlanta, Georgia. The state capital of Georgia, Atlanta was a pivotal city in both the Civil War and the Civil Rights Movement of the 1960s. The city is home to the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historic Site, which was dedicated to the African American leader's life and accomplishments. The Atlanta History Center chronicles the city's past, while the huge Georgia Aquarium, located in Centennial Olympic Park and established in 1996 for the Olympics, features many different aquatic animals. Like all major cities with huge attractions and a significantly sized international airport, Atlanta can be pretty noisy. It's been said that the sounds of construction and traffic can be heard across Thomas Robinson's apartment complex in Atlanta's West Side area. It is illegal for anybody to make, continue, or cause to be made or continued any loud or excessive noise that interferes unreasonably with the comfort, reaction, health, or safety of others within the city's jurisdiction. So if for any reason you travel to the city, definitely make sure to bring your headphones. We're now halfway through our video. If you're still with us, comment noisy cities below. Number 5. Chicago, Illinois. One of America's most controversial cities, Chicago, which sits on the shore of Lake Michigan in Illinois, is also one of the country's most populous. Its skyline is accented by skyscrapers, including the landmark John Hancock Center, the 1,450-foot Willis Tower, originally the Sears Tower, and the neo-Gothic Tribune Tower, all of which are known for their dramatic architecture. The Art Institute of Chicago, with its notable Impressionist and Post-Impressionist pieces, is one of the city's most well-known museums. Overall, Chicago Naperville Elgin came in 8th place out of 1,000 cities, with a decibel level of 44.3. When compared to the noisiest metro area, Tampa's St. Petersburg Clearwater, Florida, which measured 45.69 decibels, is a significant improvement. It's not difficult to figure out who's to blame. According to research, the key factors are population density, transportation, and industrial activity. Number 4. Philadelphia, PA. And moving on to Pennsylvania State, its largest city, Philadelphia, didn't manage to evade our list. Obviously, the city has a major noise problem, and yes, noise and excessive vibration are prohibited in Philadelphia and the neighboring suburbs. In Philadelphia, it's illegal to produce loud noise outside between the hours of 9 p.m. and 8 a.m., despite the fact that this policy is pretty difficult to enforce. In Philly, areas found around the airport, south of South Philly, and the I-76 and I-95 roads have some of the worst noise levels in the country. Unsurprisingly, the downtown area can also be quite noisy for residents, with noise levels sometimes reaching more than 50 decibels. To give you a clear picture, 50 decibels is comparable to a humming fridge. Number 3. Memphis, Tennessee. Memphis is a city in southwest Tennessee on the Mississippi River, known for the important blues, soul, and rock and roll genres that evolved there. Elvis Presley, B.B. King, and Johnny Cash all produced albums in the city at the very well-known Sun Studio. However, outside of the studio, the hum of the city's streets aren't quite as musical. For years, local residents of Memphis have pined for an ordinance that would fine people for driving loud cars. Currently, the city law states that no one operating or occupying any motor vehicle on public streets and parking lots may operate any sound amplification system. The sound emanating from within a motor vehicle should not be clearly audible over the distance of 50 feet from the vehicle. However, this clearly doesn't account for naturally loud car and engine models. Hopefully, Memphis gets this problem dealt with soon, as residents of the city grow restless. Some even consider the problem as consistent. Number 2. Oakland, California. Taking us back to the state of California, Oakland is a city that sits on the east side of the San Francisco Bay. Similar to the other cities mentioned so far on our list, Oakland prohibits excessive and obnoxious noise between the hours of 9 p.m. and 7 a.m. If no crime is being committed and there's no urgent threat to public safety, there's even an Oakland non-emergency number you can call to report noise disturbances. So far, the Oakland County International Airport has received the most complaints, mostly due to the construction equipment following through the airport. The airport lies in the center of the city, which is pretty unfortunate and quite unusual. It spans across the city in both directions, hence the numerous complaints. You're nearly at the end of our video. We're on a mission to explore all of Earth's amazing destinations. Make sure you're subscribed, that way you'll always be notified of our latest videos. Number 1. Detroit, Michigan. The largest city that sits on the US-Canada border, Detroit is the headquarters of Wayne County and the largest and most populous city in the state of Michigan. According to a 2020 census, the main city of Detroit has a population of 639,111 people, making it one of the most populous cities in the United States. And, as you probably already guessed, one of the noisiest. With its favorable geographical location, Detroit has become a crucial hub for many industries. You can expect a lot of noise pollution due to the number of trucks that come and go from the area. A study's findings showed that the noise levels on the porches of homes on the residential streets, now being used as truck routes, surpassed the Federal Highway Authority's 70 decibel standard. The loudest times were at 7 to 10 a.m. and 2 to 5 p.m. Like you'd probably expect, noise levels were found to be inversely proportionate to the distance from truck routes. Hey, thanks for watching. Want to suggest a video or have something to say? Let us know in the comments section below. Check out our cities playlist for more videos like this one.